Hello everyone, welcome to Home Architect. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notification bells. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to use SketchUp part 2. If you didn't watch the part 1, so I recommend you go first and watch that first video so you will not miss anything. So on the first video I already introduced this post, so today we're going to apply this one. As you can see, I already brought some drawings, as I promised that I'm going to build a small project. And I import these drawings from AutoCAD. If you don't know how to import or export from SketchUp to AutoCAD, make sure you watch my first video that I upload about it. So let's begin. So the first thing I told you about push and pull. So what does this tool will do? That will pull the walls or the structure and the amount of height you want. For example, I want this board will be 3 meters, and here the same. Here the same. So this part will be our balcony, so we don't need it. We will just put handrails and that's it. This is going to be that simple, guys, so you don't have to worry about any of this. So I already did the same thing over here, as you can see. And now let's this is going to be our ground floor and this is going to be our first floor. So let's add the ceiling to the ground floor. How are we gonna do it? It's going to be super easy, guys. I told you about how to take dimensions, so let's see how much is going to be our first dimension. Let's take the dimension. It's going to be 8.20, and from the other side it's going to be 7.70 meters. So what we have to do is we have to draw a straight line of 8.20. I don't know if I did it right. Let's do it again. And from here 7.70. And what we have to do next, as you can see, we do not have to cover the whole part of the staircase. So for that reason, we also make a small part of staircase, make a hole. So how we gonna do it? First of all, let's make this one in a group so it will not stick in the structure. Let's move it on the top. So as you can see, we know where we have to make a hole, and here we just follow the lines and redraw them. And now by holding in it and press it, as you can see, now we have the hole for it. Let's give the thickness of our ceiling, which will be 0.20. I believe it's going to be better if we just give it the same height of the first staircase. It will be much better. So as you can see, we already have the ceiling. There's going to be our door. There's going to be the window for this two part as well. And now for this part, what we have to do, we have to add a pitch roof. Guys, I already made a video how to add the plugins, and I already have roof plugins, but also I will try to draw a roof, a pitch roof by with these tools. But if you really need to do not work on a pitch roof, so simply plugin will help you through all of this. So what we have to do is we have to give the same amount of dimension which we did over here. We're going to do the same thing over here. Let's start giving dimension from this point. It's going to 8.20, and I believe this part is going to be all right. This part will be 9.20, so let's give it 8.20. It's going to be 9.20 here too. 9.20. So we have the roof for this part too. Now if you wanna, I already have some roofs, but for example, if you want an angle of 30%, it's already giving one. So the height will be like how much, for example, you like, for example, 2 meter, let's say. It's going to be too much, 22. Seems like we have to draw everything by ourselves. Sometimes I don't know, it's not quite work, but let's give it a try one more time. So as you can see, this is the part of balcony. So actually, where do I need the pitch roof? From some part here and here. Let's give a dimension here and see how much is it. It's going to 1.50. So let's see how much is going to be from here. It's going to be 1.50 as well. But from here, 4.20 something it was. All right, just making sure one more time. It's 4.45 meters. So we're gonna draw one line from here, 4.45 meters. So we're gonna delete this part. So now let's as you can see, our roof is ready. So nice and super cool. But I wanna draw it for you guys, one more roof. If we, for example, if we really don't want, if you don't know, it's gonna, for some parts this plugins will not quite work, so sometimes we have to do everything by ourselves. So let's move. So you can see it created two roofs for us. For example, for this two part, we make a group, and what we have to do is we will simply move the structure of. All right, we should. Because I don't want to redraw everything, that's why I moved this part here. So I think we made the height of the wall over here 3 meters, but if we have a pitch roof, it's going to be a bit lower, because the maximum amount of the height of the roof with the first floor, it shouldn't be more than 4 meters. So let's bring them all 1 meter down. All right, so now it's up to us how we want our picture of looks like. Let's think about something different. So we have to find the circle. So by drawing one line in the middle of the object, we will find the middle of the object very easy. So from here we will do something like that. So make sure you will work with the angles. For example, I was thinking to add a dorm over here. Let's give it a try and see how it will become. For example, if we have a dorm in here, I think it's also, the villa will look much more nicer. So from here it's going to be, for example, from here it should be 2 meters. So now let's give it 0.50 from that side, or let's give it 1.50 and 1.50 from here, and 1 meter up, then connect it for this side, 1 meter up. So now we will use the arc to create windows for the dorm. It's going to be something like that. So we will design it accurately later for sure, once we get what exactly we want. For example, if it's going to be somewhere over here, yeah, it looks better now. So let's connect those lines together. So well, as you know, like, we can design however we want, but we will not be able to build this kind of structure. So what we have to do, I think we should move this one in the middle, and we make a line from here. Let's make a straight line, so we can exactly move this one. Let's make it a block. For example, something like that. Now we can easily explode. As you can see, it looks much better. So now let's bring it. It's already kind of in a block, so what we have to do is we have to explode this part and make this one as a group. As you can see, it looks much better. So from here we have a little bit extra parts, so I really don't want that. Also here we have an extra parts, which are, let's give it from here 0.50, not that much. Or even less, let's give it 0.20. So we are going to, I'm trying to follow the lines. So I will continue from here the same, 0.20. We will go the same over here, 0.20. And let's delete these parts. Let's delete the extra parts, which we don't need it. So now what we have to do is, we will do the same thing with it. We will connect those parts. So let's give it a try from here to here. So I told you guys it's not going to be that hard. So this is the roof we created over here. And also this is the roof that the program created for us. From here, what we have to do is we have to draw a triangle on the middle of this part, because the building structure will never work something like that. So what we have to do is simply we will draw something like that, and we will move this part on the top over here. Let's make it in a group. Now I'm trying to bring the circle in the middle. Now let's pull it down. Now I explode. So actually I really don't think so we will need this part, but anyways I made it. But it's also not quite the things I want. For example, instead of having something like that, we could just use these corners instead. Here guys, finally it's ready. So now let's move this part of the building on the top of the ground floor. So what we have to do is, as I told you, we have to make a group first of all for this one, or try to give them in one block. It seems like it didn't quite work over here, but let me try to solve the problem. So there, guys, the problem solved. As you can see, we have all port differently, so no worries. Let's make them in a group and move it on the top of first floor. Okay, guys, I think it's going to be for this video. That's it. For the next video, I will add the windows and the doors and also the furnitures. Thank you for watching. I hope you see you on the next video. Have a great day.